Hello everybody, I'm back. Um, I have no idea how long it's been since I've streamed on YouTube. I've been, up to, whatchamacallit. Damn, I can't speak today. But I've been up to a lot of Twitch. Alright, let's see, last time I streamed... If I can find it anywhere. Alright, it's looking like the last video I had posted was a... Yeah. Wait, no. Sorry. Man, there's a lot of messiness on my YouTube account. I never realized it. Alright, finally, there it is. I last streamed about a year ago. I did Heavenly Bodies. So it's good to be back, really. I missed YouTube because it uploads the whole stream up, and it's kind of like a video at that point. Damn, there's a lot of mess. There we are. Alright. I had to go through and delete a bunch of scheduled streams I had no idea were on my account. But yeah, it's good to be back on YouTube. To be honest, I totally did go through this, but I forgot I wanted to stream this game. So, if you'd like to read, then go ahead and pause, read through. But I am gonna just skip on ahead to where I was last time. This game's a lot of reading, so I will be trying to read out as much as I can. I like the art. It's very, like, cutesy anime type shit. Alright, here it is. This is where I left it off. This is the exact page where I was like, oh wait, I wanted to stream this, because this is very foreshadowing. You know, this is foreboding as hell. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. You know, that's... If that is not foreshadowing, then I don't know what is. And also... just to have a little bit more fun with the whole horror aspect of this game, because I don't know if anyone knows, but this is a... Oh, shit. But yes, in order to, just feel... How do I explain it? A bit more of a vibe to this. We're gonna take a bowl of cereal, is what we can say. Let's pack up this bowl of cereal. It's cereal, I promise. It's plant-based cereal. Doki Doki Literature Club is about a 4-hour game, and I plan to finish it tonight, so... Oh, we're in for one hell of a stream today. Later today, actually right now, real quick before I start. Hello? There it is. Can I? I can't. Am I not allowed to? There it is. Alright, I'm gonna be pasting my Twitch into my YouTube bio so that people can come and, you know, I don't know. If you want to come see me, you can come see me, you know? Please? I'd appreciate it. Okay, hold on. I can't find a link anywhere. There it is. Share channel, copy. My bad, guys. Alright, looks good. It's in my bio. Let's go ahead and grab this bowl of cereal. Let's get started for a nice, beautiful thing of Doki Doki. Okay. That bowl of cereal fall back a little bit. All right. All right, everybody. But yeah, follow me on Twitch, please. There's not too much more censorship, so I won't have to code my words. Excuse me if I mute for the next few minutes. I'm probably just having a coughing fit. Alright. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Okay, I'm not gonna read any further, but you guys are welcome to read along. I will lose my voice if I read this entire thing. Excuse me. Hold on, I gotta turn on my fan. Actually, hold on, that's a little bit too loud. I'll turn on my ceiling fan instead. Okay. I'll read it out, I guess, if it's funny or something. Or actually, I'll read out what I'm saying. How about that? I'm gonna get bored if I just let them all talk. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Noel. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I mix some tea as well? Dude, they're pampering me, huh? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over in the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! I want to see the cupcakes. The fluffy little cupcakes decorated like cats. Let's go. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh! Give me those cupcakes, yo. That's dope. I like it when someone puts a little pizzazz in a cupcake. It makes me not want to eat it, you know? Excuse me. Ugh. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hold on. Well, you know. Yeah, I need to turn up my headphone transparency. It's sounding a little funny, so I can hear myself and I'm not speaking too loud, you know? Well, you know. Just hurry and take one already. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it by herself. This is really good. Yeah, what are you laughing? Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Dude, this is like being in an anime. This is kind of cringe. Oh, I can't wait for the horror aspect of this game to kick in. But not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Yeah, for real, that's kind of funny. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Dude, yeah, this is like... Dude, this is like role-playing with someone on Discord. This is disgusting, dude. Oh my god. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Welcome, whoever joined. As a president of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure the club fun and exciting for everyone. Ugh, stuttered right there. Whew, a lot of reading. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader in the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. You know, there was, Natsuki and Sayori look to it like, I don't like it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Yet, Sayori and Natsuki are like the same girl. In my opinion. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these few past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up, but it looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Yeah, sure, I'll hear a joke, AJ. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling such a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Why was the computer cold? This better be good. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerses me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Desperately grasp something that I can relate to at the minimal level. I understand this, dude. I don't read at all, but you know, I just like search my memories for like books that I read in like elementary school or middle school or whatever. Maybe even high school, but to be honest, I didn't even read those books. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Oh my god. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. He left his window. Alright. That's not too bad. I don't know any good jokes. Don't mind me, I'm not searching up jokes at all. Not at all. What do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer. Oh, that's good. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful as changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. I just started, but honestly, Sayori, just because I got the most bond with her, you know, I walked with her to school. Otherwise, I'm gonna say Natsuki's best next. You know, she made those really cute cupcakes, but I gotta get further in the game, to be honest. That's right, you usually like to write about some cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you that idea? Have you played the game before, I guess? Home? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori riddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Well, don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. You probably should. I've heard it's amazing, and I'm just looking forward for this whole little cutesy thing to turn into like a horror element. Not a very good, confident writer yet, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Yep, I heard, I did a little bit of research into this game. Right after Act 2, it's supposed to get a little scary. But I don't even know where I'm at right now. I haven't seen anything saying Act anything. But we'll see where it goes. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Excuse me. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Hello, Automata? Yes, it is a random stream. I've never played this ever. This is my first time. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Yeah, I can't do that. I gotta join the club, dude. I'm sorry, I thought... No. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Yeah, I'm already loving it already. And I love psychological horror games, so I'm really hoping this is something that's gonna pique my interest. I always wanted to watch other people play it, but I held it off for my own sake of playing it. But now I'm finally gonna try it, you know. Even though it's been out for about 7 years. About? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. I don't know. I've heard that it's a psychological horror game, you know, that's what it's labeled as. Although, you know, I haven't seen anything scary yet, so maybe they're lying to me, you know, maybe these are just some cute girls trying to get it on. I don't know. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. This was out on the 3DS? Dude, I would have loved to play it on my DS, dude. I gotta find that thing. Oh, I can't imagine playing something like this on DS. But I guess actually it's a super simple game, you totally could. Oh, it's a port? Oh, makes sense. Okay. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. If everyone remembers tonight's assignment, I can stutter bad today. Yeah, figured that. That makes sense. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Nolan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? You hate her? I don't know. She seems by far the prettiest. I'm fucking around. But yeah, I haven't seen anything wrong with her yet, but let's see what her flaws are, you know? See how crazy this bitch can really get, you know? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Nolan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Damn, so it seems like we were really close in our childhood and then this is what kind of separated us or something. And now we're back in the club. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Yeah, pretty much blind with only the knowledge that it's a horror game, that's it. I've never seen anything into this game. Like, I'm really good at keeping spoilers out of my face. Oh, yeah? Dude. Oh, if only I could play Fallout 4 again. Oh, there's so many games I wish I could play again for the first time. I'm hoping maybe this is one of those games. Because games like that are just, breathtaking. Yeah, I hate spoilers, man, dude. They'll kill the vibe for the game. I've never played Undertale. I've never played Portal. When I was little, I didn't really have much access to video games. So, never really played much. Yeah, I have a lot to do in my adult years. A lot. Like, it's horrendous how many movies, how many... Oh yeah? Undertale or Portal? Damn right. I could definitely get some more games going. Especially with the fact that they're blind playthroughs, I think people would like to see that, especially so later in the years of the game's life. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Yeah, I mean, it was released in 2017, I think. 2016, I can't remember. But, yeah, it's been so many years, I'm surprised I haven't even, watched a video. Who am I picking? Cause, yeah, writing a poem tonight. Oh. Do I gotta write a poem? Oh. I have to... I gotta pick... Okay. Alright. So I gotta make one of these girls like me, I guess, now, huh? That's tough, man. I feel like Yuri would be like a fan of I don't know, she just looks goth and stuff. Yeah, dude, I feel old as hell too. I mean, I can't really say I feel that old. I'm an 04 kid. Being ace and playing was wacky? What do you mean being ace? So it makes them jump if they like it, huh? Oh, got it. Got it. I didn't understand the abbreviation. Okay. Yeah, actually, I kind of understand how that might feel a little wacky as well, because you gotta, like, latch on to one of these girls and can't have it. I'm not even kidding. That's exactly who I plan to go watch play this right after I finish this playthrough, because I just don't want to be spoiled. Alright, let's see. I'm seeing what kind of words they're like and which. I want to try to pick Yuri, honestly. Damn. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, so like, I think I'm getting it now. Best friend material. Oh, she seems like waifu material to me. I don't know what the hell to pick for this one. Maybe inside? Yeah, there it is. Fantasy and horror. Okay. Thank you. You're very helpful right now, actually. So fantasy and horror. So graveyard. Doki Doki, what does that mean? I thought that was just for this game, the name of the game. So horror and fantasy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is. I'm struggling a little bit with this. It's horror easy. Uncanny, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on, I gotta. Oh, sorry about that. I was coughing. Oh, there is a save bar down there, huh? Might as well just save right now. Alright, let's go with. I don't know. Damn. Well, with infinite? Infinite's pretty good. Or alone? Unending? Appreciate it, but I'm a very, how do I explain it? I like to challenge myself in these games. I like games like Elden Ring, so I like to be put to the test, if we can say. Damn. Yeah, no, it's going between Sayori and Yuri. Not physically challenging, mentally challenging. Hey, JJ. Oh, could you do me a favor? Just put one in there. Alright, Journey? Vivid. Those are all pretty. Not Journey, it's not fantasy enough. There we go. Look at that. Bet I got 7 viewers in the stream. That's awesome. This is the most viewers I think I've had yet then. 7? It's pretty damn good. Yeah. Last one. Like aura. Yep. Yeah, I'm also a big fantasy fan, so I think that might be why I've leaned into her for this. She's the one I can most relate to out of all these people. I'm glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I wasn't looking at the screen, so thankfully I did not get jump scared. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here and just hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club. Oh, that's funny as hell. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Of course purple hair is cool. I would never personally dye my hair, but I can already say that everyone in the world with purple hair is amazing. I've never seen someone who dyed their hair any shade. There's some shades of purple. There's some shades of purple that don't work. But that, like that shade right there, a nice dark, glistening purple, that's amazing right there. Don't worry, guys. He always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, just because your room is messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Oh, come on. What's wrong with a little gender bent cosplay? Alright. I would love to... Oh, no, I don't care. I like to talk. This is the first time I've had such an active chatter. Hold on. Yeah, that's active chat. You didn't think that was active? But yeah, you're like the most active viewer I can say I've had yet, so I'm happy to talk back, don't worry. And I would totally cosplay Hatsune Miku if I had no judgment around me anywhere, you know. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, damn right, you should be. I'm gonna turn on my damn AC. It's cool. Oh, writing a book? Fantasy, I guess? Just guessing. Sayori? As usually, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you something. Wait, Sayori. Me? No, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? About cats? Alright. That sounds pretty nice. Oh. What's it all about? Let me hear about it. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So say any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Satori is your favorite? Damn, that's the one that we started, like, off with as our friend, right? An adventure to find treasure. Hell yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright, yeah, Sayori. Okay. Sorry. Oh. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna mute for this bowl of cereal, we'll call it. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Might be coughing, but we're fine. Ugh. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. You know what? I'll remember this. Every time Yuri comes up, I'm gonna leave you. Every time I feel like I need to go do something, I'm gonna make sure it's a Yuri scene. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is really just like a little bit of a cringy anime, but I love it. It's amazing. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. You should have never let me know your weaknesses. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the... I didn't read that last word, damn it. Usually I'm a pretty fast reader. But that doesn't seem to be the case. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I can catch a glimpse of her at the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. What is it? I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I would probably have noticed that in the first place. Yeah, if it's a spoiler, you definitely shouldn't. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so... Oh my god. That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Love it when she blushes. Glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It all started with that damn smile. That smile, that damn smile. Yeah, that's the line. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a... Oh yeah, I remember. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Me? I'm scarier? Oh, I am so hurt. Yuri would stomp on people. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front cover. Alright, like a Gravity Falls book or something? Apologies? Alright. I wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life begins to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? That is hella dark. What the fuck, Yuri? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, and that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles. All of a sudden, Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Nolan? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. Yeah, you already got some problems, I think. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at the life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen... Oh. For real. That was weird how all the chat just came up all at once at the side of my screen just now. That was very, very strange. Threw me off. Give me a second. Jesus, it's doing it again. I'm probably going to be streaming for another, I'm going to say 15 minutes or so. I've got to get to bed for work tomorrow. But, yeah, that's about how long. I do plan to stream this. No, I can't stream. I work a little late as well. Let's see. I could be streaming this again. What is it? On... What's the day after? Tomorrow. Friday. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm just rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Alright, I appreciate it. You heading out? If you are, then I hope you have a good day. If you aren't, we're rocking. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill up my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't really think you need to worry. Alright, yeah, that's about when I'll be done streaming, so you got me till the end of the hour. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yeah, it's a little, yeah. You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. No, I am not. I am on PlayStation. It's a little hard to tell with Doki because it's so, like, simple formatted, you know? That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Yeah, it's always a little, with those PCs, but main thing for me holding me back is just the price point. You know, PlayStation 5 only cost me $500. A PC is gonna cost a lot more than $500. Oh, but I do wish I had a PC. It's not a particular bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? You see, with my... I don't know. Like, any laptop I buy for that cheap is just not able to run anything. I promise. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me and maybe my inexperience with finding good quality equipment, but anything I purchase for that price, I promise you will not even start up Internet Explorer. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold out the book open. That's amazing, having a plush of the person. Oh, I guess that makes me kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Huh. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. And since you've been so patient with me, yeah? Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the pages. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Dude, this is so romantic. Look at this right here. I don't know how to explain liking someone. Let's see. Liking someone, you have way more feeling in the eye contact of it and the touch. Shared activity, like reading, I can't say I've ever experienced that, but honestly, yes, like the way they've been, you know, they meet each other's eyes, they're patient with each other. That's kind of how liking someone is. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's a lot more blunt in a lot of ways. Yeah, I get it. Don't even worry about it. But she also second-guessed all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid I'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But, Nolan, That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know that you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I don't know, you ever play Dead by Daylight? A lot of the survivors in that game kind of resemble Yuri a little bit. Especially with their cosmetics. And their a lot of just flashy hairstyles and school outfits. It's Dead by Daylight. It's fucking, you know. I don't know what their cosmetics team is doing really. I guess it's meant that it's kind of cute. Huh. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Alright, bye. Hope to see you next time. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close up on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Monica! I wrote a poem! Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Yo, I'm about to be. No, I'm playing. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, you know? Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if reading it down more thoroughly. Okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that those are the specific writing habits that are usually typical of a new writer. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her trains of thought, his effort demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club is giving you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamfully if that's a rare opportunity for me, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be literature club. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That was good. That was good. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Yeah, that's honestly the thing. I don't read script, so it took me a little bit to... I wonder if they actually timed me. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, no. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance out for it after all, but remember the poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Nolan. Me too. Alright, I'm gonna save and head out here, you guys.